Hey guys, so several of you have asked me to tell the Thanksgiving story so that you guys can share it with your friends. So here it goes. A couple met, fell in love, and got married. And then, morning after their wedding, the new husband reaches over and kisses his new bride and tells her he loves her and farts really loudly. Yes, he farts really loudly. So loudly, in fact, that it shakes the bed. And she rolls over and is like, "Oh my gosh, what happened? Are you okay?" And he's embarrassed and he looks at her and he says, "Yeah, I'm sorry. That happens to me every morning. It's happened my whole life. Don't worry, I'm fine." And she's like, "Okay." And she just kind of owns it up to anxiety from the wedding and food and things like that. However, the next day, the same thing happens. He rolls over, tells her he loves her, and farts again so loudly it rattles the bed. And she's just like, "That's not normal. You can't be okay." He assures her he's fine, and they go about the day. 2 weeks later, however, every morning after this happens, she is just worried for his safety and makes him go to the doctor. The doctor runs all kinds of tests and assures her that he is completely fine. He's healthy and she shouldn't worry. And it's just something that his body does, and she'll have to get used to it. And she does. So, day after day, she wakes up, and eventually this becomes a joke that when he rolls over, tells her he loves her, gives her a kiss, and farts really loudly, she tells him that one day you're going to fart your guts out. I just know it. He's just like, okay, whatever. So every day, that's what happens. That's what they do. That's their thing. So a couple of years later, after a few kids and a couple of grandkids too, it's a Thanksgiving morning, and she makes her way downstairs to prepare the feast, the turkey, and all of the fixings, and lets him sleep in. And she, taking care of the turkey, gets a horrible idea and decides to take the inner stuff, the gizzard, the neck, the liver, and all the nasty stuff that I don't use. I usually give it to the pets and let them have their own Thanksgiving dinner with that. So anyway, she takes that nasty stuff and she puts it in the back of her husband's pants upstairs and makes her way downstairs and just goes about her business and waits for him to wake up. So a little while later, she hears him roll over and fart all the way downstairs. That's how loud it is. And then she hears a little shriek. And then she's laughing to herself because she realizes that he has found it. And she knows. So about an hour after the shrieking, he comes downstairs and is like, "Honey, all those years you told me that I was going to fart my guts out. I never believed you. But this morning, it actually happened. And it took forever for it to go back in." I'll let that sink in. Happy Thanksgiving.